Good morning. Well, another day and another wet day. Don't know whether it's picking it up, but it is raining. But our time here is up and it's time for us to move. And we're going to be heading down that way, probably 10-15 minutes, 20 minutes or so, to Westport Lake, where we're going to find a spot so we can trade this weekend for Easter. So that's the plan for now. Engine's running, so let's get going.
Morning.
So, as you can see, we've made it to Westport Lake, and that's where we're going to be trading now for Easter weekend. Luckily, there's nobody else here. I mean, there's a few boats here, but there's no other traders here that we know of. There is a floating market taking place over Easter weekend, which is down at Great Haywood. So I know a lot of traders, I think there's 18 traders gone down to do that. But we just couldn't get there in time, and that's 18 traders competing for everybody's money. At the moment, we're the only trader competing for everybody who comes here. So yeah, and we couldn't get a better spot. I mean, we are literally the first mooring right outside the visitor centre. So as they come in and want to go to the visitor centre and use the cafe and things like that, we're prime spot. So that couldn't work out any better for us. Anyway, we're just going to go and get sorted. And there is a cafe up in the visitor centre, so we're going to go and have a brew up there instead. The weather's improved and it's not cold at all, hence the t-shirt. So we've just had Shadow out for a walk, and we're going to have a walk round the lake and take the girls for a walk, and we're just going to do a little bit of filming while we can, but because of all the birds, yeah, the dogs just want to go and chase and things like that, so it's easier doing it in 2 runs. So yeah, come on, let's go and have a walk round. So there's quite a lot of Canadian geese around Westport Lake. So I think, with the other birds as well, I think we're going to have an early alarm call in the morning, which is no bad thing, because we've got to be up for trading and setting up. So yeah, I just don't know what time they're all going to kick off. I hope it's not too ungodly an hour. Well, good morning. And believe it or not, considering the amount of geese and birds that there are knocking around here, we didn't get woke up very early in the morning. That's quite a surprise. It was quite a peaceful wake up. So, you know, I'm liking it. And you've got the rumble of the A500 coming from over the other side of the lake and up the hill over there. But other than that, it's a nice quiet morning. A lot quieter than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, it's Good Friday. It's Easter weekend. It's time to set up and start to trade. We're going to have a little bit of an issue, I think, with the trading spot we're in. It's the same all around here. And that is, if you look, there's not much height between the top of the boat and the towpath. So the racking we use sits on our gunnels, but our gunnels are right down there. So at the back of the boat here, we've lost about a foot. The towpath is about a foot, 18 inches, 12 to 18 inches higher than it normally is. So normally the gunnels are higher than the footpath that we're trading from. Here it's the other way around, so we're only going to have the top section of the panels, so we're going to lose quite a lot of room. So how we set this out to deal with that, I don't know. It's going to be a bit of an issue fitting it all on, I think. So I need to get started, and then we've got time to get going, because we're hoping it's going to be busy. So it's now mid-afternoon on day one, Good Friday, of our Easter weekend, and just doing a bit of an update of how it's been. Yeah, there are people around, not really spending. They've all just come out for a cheap free afternoon, I think, but it is only Friday and it's the first day off. So me and Lou are thinking, we've come up with the theory that everybody's going doing the shopping. Saturdays are normally quiet because everybody's finished work, everybody's out doing the shopping and this, that, the other. So we're thinking that that is what's happening today. People are out doing the shopping, and then they've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday to go out and enjoy a bank holiday weekend. So hopefully we're right and that's what's going to happen. If not, we're back on baked beans on toast. So this is what happens. So yeah, we don't worry about it till we pack up on Monday. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Well, good evening. It's the end of day 2 of our Easter weekend trading, and we haven't filmed anything today. We're just a bit conscious that because we're trading for 4 days and we're not cruising, everything's kind of, well, we're setting up, we're trading, we're packing up, we're setting up, we're trading, we're packing up, and that's going to get a bit boring. So we've had a break from filming. You can probably tell I've got quite a bit of sun today. It's been an absolute fantastic day today, and I just, you know, wanted to share the sunset with you and the view over the lake, and where Lady Brian is moored, you know, we get to just about see that through the window. So yeah, all is good. Just to give you a little rundown, today has been a good day. It's started off very slow and then slowly built up, and we've had more subscribers come and see us, so you know, that's been really good. There was a bit of a downside. This is not something that happened to us, but apparently last night one of the boats that was moored a few boats behind us, someone tried to break in. There was people on board, so I mean, they were trying to break in while there was people on the boat. They got chased off. We didn't hear anything, and it hasn't affected us in any way, but it's put people on edge, and there has been rumours that someone has been out casing boats over today. You know, you take it with a pinch of salt. Everybody's scaremongering, so we'll see how it is. It may be a restless night. We might be up and down with every creak and crack of the boat, but we've got Shadow and we've got River and we've got Poppy, and they're very protective of Lady Brian, so if they hear anything at all, there's 3 of them going to be kicking off, and the last thing you want to be doing is coming inside Lady Brian with them 3. So it is what it is. I don't think there'll be any problems myself. It was very unfortunate that someone tried to get in someone's boat, because it is one of those things, but it doesn't matter whether you live on land or whether you live on boats. There's always going to be someone who wants to take something away from you. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's just a lovely evening after a lovely day, with 2 more days to go. We're feeling positive. The sun's burning our heads. What's not to love? Well, good morning. It's the start of day 4 of our Easter weekend. It's Bank Holiday Monday. Didn't film anything yesterday. To be honest, Easter Sunday was very quiet, and today's not looking much better. There's no one really around on the lake. And well, you can see behind me there's nobody walking down the towpath really, so it's a little bit well, you know, let's get out the sun. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, it might get busier in the afternoon, and that will be better for us. No trouble again with the boats, but it is feeling a bit dodgy. We got told by another boater that another boat was broke into the other night, so that's 2 boats on this mooring that's been done. So to be honest, we can't wait to pack up from here now and move on to our next spot, which we're not 100% certain where it's going to be. We've got an idea, but we're just researching it at the moment to make sure that it's going to be worthwhile going. So yeah, we'll just see what today brings. But it was a bit cool this morning, so I put my fleece on, but it's warming up now, so I think it's time to get this off and enjoy some sunshine. Well, it's just after lunchtime now, and after a slow start, it's really picked up and got busy. We've had quite a few rushes on, so I've not been recording because we've had that many people. We've both been serving, and some people don't like being on camera, so I'm waiting until it's quieting down. We've also realised that today is actually our 1 year trading anniversary. So we started trading last year in 2021, but at the beginning of 2021 we were still in lockdown with COVID and things like that, so shops and everything was shut, and they didn't open until the 12th of April. The following weekend was the 17th and 18th of April, and that's when we first started trading in Nantwich, it was at the time, and today's the 18th, so yeah, it's our 1 year anniversary of trading. And what a way to be celebrating your 1 year anniversary, by making some pennies and meeting some fantastic people. Speaking of meeting some fantastic people, there's someone special just moored up just a couple of boats down from us, and I'm not sure whether he was in one of our previous videos, but we met him on the Llangollen. I'm not going to tell you who it is now because he's going to come down and have a chat with us, so we'll get him on camera then. But yeah, all in all, so far so good. Good morning. That's it, trading's over with. As you can see, Lady Brian is completely packed down. We packed everything down yesterday, so all that is ready and we're ready to move on today. And to be honest, I'm ready for moving on. Been quite on edge with all the trouble with attempted break-ins and yeah, we've heard that there's been more trouble a bit further down the canal as well. So I'm glad to be leaving this area. We've not had any trouble. In fairness, we've had a fantastic time on this spot. It's just because that's been going on, it kind of puts you on edge. As a whole, trading's been fantastic. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. So if anybody's watching this who came down to see us, thank you so much for your support. It really was fantastic, and it was great meeting you all. And as a whole, Westport's been good for us. But it's time to move on, and move on we shall. But before we do, just gonna nip a couple of boats down and we'll go and say hello to someone that I said we was gonna show you yesterday, but we didn't get a chance. We sat down and we had a good couple of hours catch up, so but we didn't put it on film. But we're ready for leaving very shortly, so we'll go and say a quick hello and a quick goodbye. So come on then. So some of you out there in the YouTube world may recognise this boat, you may not, but yeah, so it's Trev from Trev's Travels by Narrowboat, and we last met up with Trev last year on the Llangollen Canal. So if you haven't already checked Trev out, check Trev out. I'll put a link down to his site down below. So that's it, we've said goodbye to Trev, and unfortunately it's time to say goodbye to you guys. We're off that way and going on a new adventure. If you want to join us on that adventure, remember to tune in next week, Thursday at 6 o'clock. It's been great having you along with us, guys. Take care.